keeping track why calendars matter. Imagine life without a calendar. How would we plan for the future? How would we know when to plant crops or celebrate holidays? Calendars are essential. For centuries, they have helped us understand time. They tell us when seasons change. They help us organize our lives. Without calendars, our world would be very different. Sun, moon, and stars, early calendars. The ancient Egyptians were masters of timekeeping. They created a solar calendar based on the sun's movement. Their year had 365 days, divided into 12 months of 30 days each. They even added 5 extra days at the end to align with the solar year. Across the ocean, the Maya civilization in Central America developed their own sophisticated calendar system. The Maya were skilled astronomers. They created a complex system that tracked the cycles of the sun, moon, and planets. Their calendar was incredibly accurate. Meanwhile, in Mesopotamia, the Sumerians developed a lunar calendar. Their calendar followed the cycles of the moon. It had 12 months, each beginning with the new moon. The Sumerian calendar influenced later Babylonian and Hebrew calendars. Rome's rise, the Julian calendar. Fast forward to 45 BC, enter Julius Caesar. He wanted a better calendar for the Roman Empire. The old Roman calendar was confusing and inaccurate. Caesar commissioned a new calendar based on the Egyptian solar calendar. This new calendar, called the Julian calendar, had 365 days with an extra day added every 4 years. Leap year. The Julian calendar was a major improvement. It was more accurate and easier to use than the old Roman calendar. The Julian calendar spread throughout the Roman Empire and became the standard calendar in Europe for centuries. Section 4, a leap too far, fixing the calendar. The Julian calendar was a big step forward, but it had a tiny flaw. It calculated the length of a year slightly wrong. Over centuries, this small error added up. By the 16th century, the Julian calendar was out of sync with the solar year by about 10 days. This caused problems for determining the date of Easter, a major Christian holiday. In 1582, Pope Gregory XIII decided to fix the calendar. He introduced a new calendar, the Gregorian calendar. This new calendar adjusted the leap year rule to make it more accurate. Several Catholic countries adopted the Gregorian calendar right away. Section 5, a calendar for the world. The Gregorian calendar gradually spread throughout the world. It became the most widely used calendar. Today, it is the international standard for civil use. The Gregorian calendar's adoption was a gradual process. Different countries adopted it at different times. Some countries even resisted the change for centuries. Even today, some cultures maintain their own unique calendar systems alongside the Gregorian calendar. For example, the Hebrew calendar, a lunisolar calendar, is used for religious observances in Judaism. The Chinese calendar, another lunisolar calendar, is used to determine traditional holidays like Chinese New Year. Section 6, Calendar Curiosities, Fun Facts You Never Knew. Did you know that the names of the months in the Gregorian calendar come from Roman gods and rulers? For example, July is named after Julius Caesar and August is named after Emperor Augustus. Ever wonder why February is so short? It's because in the old Roman calendar, February was the last month of the year. It was often shortened to make the calendar align with the lunar cycle. Here's another fun fact. The word calendar comes from the Latin word calendarium, which means account book. This is because the Romans used calendars to keep track of financial transactions and debts. Section 7. Time marches on, the future of calendars. The Gregorian calendar has served us well for over 4 centuries, but is it perfect? Some people believe we can improve it. They propose alternative calendars with different arrangements of days and months. One such proposal is the world calendar, which aims to create a more balanced and perpetual calendar system. However, changing a system used globally for centuries is no easy task. The Gregorian calendar is deeply ingrained in our society. It affects everything from business contracts to computer programming. While the future of calendars may hold exciting possibilities, the Gregorian calendar is likely to remain our primary timekeeping system for the foreseeable future.